Hello, dear students. In the previous lecture of general principle and processes for isolation of elements, we have discussed about the pyrometallurgy. Okay, pyrometallurgy we have already did. In pyrometallurgy we did about iron, copper, zinc. These particular elements extraction we studied under pyrometallurgy. Now, today our next extraction process is on basis of the electrometallurgy. Mean to say, we are applying electricity or doing the electrolysis particularly for that purpose. How we will understand this project confidence on the basis of thermodynamics, that we know that delta Z particularly is equal to minus NFE naught particle. If E naught for any particular redox is positive, then delta G will come negative, and that will give you as a positive thing. But for reactive elements, we are applying these things, because for reactive elements it is not easy to find a good reducing agent easily. So for reactive elements we will find electrometallurgy as a option. But for reactive elements, this E naught will come negative, mean to turning delta G into positive. But we will apply external voltage greater than the E naught, then we will get delta G negative. So that's how we will, this equation helping us that how much electric external voltage we have to apply first thing. Okay, like for example, we will study about the aluminium extraction. Aluminium extraction by this. This is quite reactive. It's not easy to find it, because you see that aluminium lines in the lowest portion in case of the Ellingham diagram. So it's not easy to reduce aluminium. Okay. So we are applying electrochemical principle. First of all, we need purified alumina. Purified alumina we need, and from where we will get? After leaching. After leaching means after concentration. So we will get a purified alumina from there. Now what we will do, that we will produce a still chamber over here. Okay, this is a still chamber. Over here there is an outlet for the aluminium, molten aluminium. This is still chamber, the complete. Okay. Still chamber. Now I am applying a carbon electrode over the surface of this still chamber. This is carbon electrode which will act as cathode. Okay, cathode made up of carbon. Okay. Now carbon graphite is used over here. These are the graphite rod which are joined together by the copper. Okay, so carbon graphite rod acting as anode over here. This is copper clamp, which is giving just connections to these all anodes will collectively as one. Now this is your cathode, this is your anode. Okay, now what the next way you will do? That we will put alumina, molten alumina over here in this still chamber. Molten alumina in this chamber. Okay. Now some cryolite particularly, and or you can use a calcium fluoride phosphor as well. You will mix into it. Why? To make it more conductive. After adding them, it will become more conductive, because alumina is a quite poor conductor. So that's why we are adding cryolite. Okay, or Na3LF6. You can use any one of these to make it conductive. Okay, not both one, any one of these you can use. Okay. Now when you will pass the current from the external particularly, okay, when you start it passing the electron. Then at cathode, what you will get, that your aluminium getting electrons and getting converting into aluminium, you will get in liquid state, that will extract from here also. Okay. Now what will happen at anode? At anode, O2 negative is converting into O by losing electrons. But at anode, in actual, this O2 negative actually combining with carbon, because that is made up of carbon. Okay. So that's why they will get converted into carbon dioxides. Mean to say, over here carbon dioxide is evoluting and carbon is getting used up. Even for extraction of 1 kilogram of aluminium, almost 0.5 kilogram of carbon get burnt out. Okay. So that's why we have to keep replacing these electrodes particularly. Okay. But here, whatever the aluminium you are getting, that is getting you 99.9% pure aluminium you are getting. Why? Because this is electrochemically based particularly. Okay. So this is the whole concept of electrometallurgy, that how we will extract. This whole process of extracting aluminium with this setup is known as Hall-Héroult process for extraction of aluminium. Okay, Hall-Héroult extraction process. So in electrometallurgy, first thing you will explain is the extraction of aluminium as explained by the Hall-Héroult process. Now the next on which we will apply electrometallurgy. If you need copper from low grade ores, at that time we will apply electrometallurgy. How? First of all, we will do concentration. By how? Hydrometallurgy. Hydrometallurgy we will apply on this one as for concentration. Now copper also contains some iron impurities in that case. So copper, when you do the electrolysis, will get converted into copper solid plus electrons will get removed from. So that's how you can easily get any elements by electrochemical principle. Because copper is less reactive, that's why from low grade ores we will apply electrometallurgy. If there is high grade ore of coppers, we will simply do the same process that we explained the pyrometallurgy. Okay, in pyrometallurgy also we studied about the extraction of copper. Okay, so this is the whole concept of electrometallurgy. Now, besides oxidation, you know that in all cases we are doing the reduction process to extract, but in some cases oxidation, by doing oxidation we are also extracting elements. For oxidation, for example, non-metals like chlorine gas. You know that in case of the brine, electrolysis of, you have already studied in the previous class that electrolysis of brine you will do. Brine is what? NaCl plus H2. Okay, 30%. That is termed as brine. So now what will happen? At cathode, you know that the chlorine negative will start converting into chlorine by losing the electron. And at anode, this reaction will perform in this case. Okay. And at cathode, hydrogen ion, H positive ions, by gaining the electrons, getting converted into hydrogen gas. So the whole process is happening, chlorine, and byproduct is NOH form. This is the byproduct. So you will see that the whole concept, if you will calculate the delta G for this reaction, it will comes out a positive 2.2 electron. But you know that delta G should be negative. So that we will, that's why we will provide external voltage greater than 2.2. Okay. So you will see that in case of here chlorine is getting oxidized. We are extracting chlorine, but it is getting oxidized after the process of the oxidation. Even in some cases metals also, like in leaching particularly, we are taking the gold with the cyanide, particularly ions, we converting them into Au cyanide. Okay, so in that case also our metal is getting oxidized. So oxidation process is also happening. In case of non-metals, you will see that everywhere whenever you getting the non-metals extraction, whatever kind of, you will follow the oxidation. While in case of metals, we have applied all the reductions process. Now you see that on all, I am concluding the whole concept we have done in this chapter. First we studied about the concentration of ore. In that we studied different hydraulic washing, hydraulic washing, leaching, electromagnetic separation, and froth flotation. Then we studied about the isolation of a crude metal from concentrated ore, because after first step we will get concentrated ore. So this will did in two steps. First, convert metal to metal oxides. You can do by either method. Either you will do calcination or roasting. This first step you can do by any out of these two. Now the next step for this one, first one is this one, second one is what? Reduction. So that's why we are saying that we are applying reduction everywhere. Is oxidation can also be answered to for some extraction. Yes, for non-metals we apply oxidation. Now for all, you know that after all doing this, we will talk about the refining. This is the third step. Okay, so we will talk about this later, about the refining process. This is the third step. So today we have completed the concentration and our second step. In our second step, two particular processes which I have discussed in detail, that is pyrometallurgy, in which iron, copper and zinc, and electrometallurgy, in which we will study about the aluminium and copper. Okay, so this was all today about that we have two steps particularly has completed in so far. So from the next lecture we will study about the refining. So today what you will do, this is your homework, that you will read up to the topic did. Second thing, you will sort out 20 or leave them. Write down extraction processes. Write down extraction process for aluminium and copper. Okay, for both you will do. So this is your today homework. Thank you.